Meningitis is every parent's worst nightmare, a terrible disease that attacks young and old alike and strikes with terrifying speed. But thanks to one man's determination, one day soon, we will all be able to sleep a little easier at night.
On the 2nd of November 1982, the lives of Steve and Gloria Dayman changed forever. Just weeks after his first birthday, their son, Spencer, died suddenly.
Within 24 hours of going into the hospital, he was completely overwhelmed by meningococcal meningitis and septicemia.
Spencer had caught one of the most deadly strains of meningitis.
Even when we lost him, I still thought there was a miracle going to happen, but it didn't.
You arrive at the question, if only we did this, and if only we did that.
But when Steve wanted to learn more, he was told the disease was too complicated to understand. He refused to accept this and was determined other parents wouldn't suffer the same tragedy.
It was his way of dealing with it. He did have this burning in him that he had to do something.
From the porter cabin where the family ran their haulage firm, Steve's 32-year mission to raise knowledge and awareness of meningitis began.
We had a helpline that we set up. The phones wouldn't stop ringing.
Many, many nights we were woken with worried parents, bereaved parents, parents with children that had been left with disabilities that just needed someone to talk to.
Steve's first breakthrough was to popularise a simple way of identifying symptoms of this awful disease.
Everybody has heard about Steve's tumbler test. The rash caused by meningitis septicemia doesn't blanch when you press a glass tumbler against it. It's enabled people to spot signs much more quickly, and undoubtedly that saved lives.
Over the last 3 decades, Steve has raised over £7 million to develop vaccines, helping to reduce recorded cases of meningitis C by 95%. But it's been his tireless campaign to eradicate the deadly B strain of the disease that has continued to motivate him.
It's just determination with him, that it's a drive that he will never give up.
And in March this year, that determination paid off, as the government committed to rolling out a vaccine against meningitis B, which could eliminate the disease once and for all.
Toddlers like Spencer, our little boy, will not die from Group B meningitis, and that is the biggest thing for us, that we've achieved something that was perhaps just a dream 32 years ago.
Steve is proof that out of terrible personal tragedy can come triumph.
If it wasn't for Spencer, we wouldn't have been able to make a difference. You know, if he is somewhere, you'd probably think, blimey, Dad, have you done all that?
Please welcome Steve Dayman. Steve, that's quite a story, 32 years ago, and a terrible, terrible event with Spencer.
Well, it's been a long journey, that's for sure, but the help of the general public, our Beat It Now campaign to bring in the meningitis B vaccine. The vaccine's been trialled for a number of years. 10,000 toddlers and infants have been involved in the trials. It's safe and effective, and we need the vaccine introduced as soon as possible.
Fantastic, Steve.
Thank you.
With your award, Mum and Dad themselves, please welcome the Leader of the Opposition, Ed Miliband, and his wife, Justine.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, the important thing about tonight is that we recognise those who so often go unrecognised and who display that extraordinary combination of courage and humility. And Steve, that is so true of you, because there are thousands of children across our country who don't know your name, but have had their lives saved thanks to you.
Thank you from the bottom of our hearts for all that you have done for us and for our children. It's an honour to present this award to you.
You all saw Spencer, and you know, it was our love, his memory that we continue to do the work we do. He gives us the strength every day to continue our journey. Thanks very much indeed.